Wait a minute. I thought I was an extrovert, and you mean to tell me I've actually been an introvert this entire time, or vice versa? Well, hold on a second. Just go ahead and give me a couple of minutes and all will be revealed. Hey everybody, this is Coach Desmond, and as a business growth coach, I've been helping business professionals and leaders from all walks of life match their sales and leadership styles with their personality type. A lot of the disconnect that's happening from sales to even communicating with your people isn't some huge issue. It just simply means that you may be speaking the wrong leadership language or sales language that's not consistent with your personality type. So follow along with me. You're going to like what you hear. So first of all, why is there so much confusion? Well, we can see that why that's happening because we're measuring the wrong things. You see, people assume that if you're introverted, it means you're quiet, you're shy, you're demure, you don't like to talk to people. And that if you're extroverted, that basically means that you are talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere, jazz hands, full of energy, life of the party. Well, it turns out, according to a Swedish psychiatrist in the early 20th century who did an amazing study on this, his name is Carl Jung. That name sounds familiar. You probably heard it during your Psych 101 class back in the day. But anyway, he did an amazing study that showed that being an introvert or an extrovert has nothing to do with who's talkative or not, or who's shy or not. It has everything to do with how you process energy. Let me explain. So the extrovert, in this case, the extrovert is kind of like the person who goes to a party, stays to the end of that party, and then says, "Yo, where the after party at?" You see, this is the person who, when they study for an exam, is totally comfortable doing it while monitoring their TikTok feed and has Monday Night Football playing in the background. You see, extroverts draw their energy from people and events happening all around them, and that's okay. But for introverts, it's a little different. You see, introverts draw their energy when they are alone in private. This is where they build it up so they can go out and be amazing. So the introvert is at the same party as the extrovert, and they're having a great time. But here's the big difference. The longer they're at the party, the more mentally, physically, and emotionally drained they begin to feel. You see, introverts bring their bucket of energy with them. And when that bucket of energy goes down, so do they. Is this making more sense? Yeah, once you start understanding this from an energy perspective, you now begin to understand if you're an introvert or an extrovert. And many people who are extroverts have told me they're introverts and vice versa. And guys, this is what I do. Some of the biggest disconnects that are happening from a leadership perspective are simply you thinking you're one thing and in fact you're another. And as a result of that, you may be using the wrong tactic for the wrong job. The same thing goes for sales. So many of you right now are thinking, my gosh, I thought I was an extrovert, so we're using extrovert styles. But it turns out you never feel comfortable, you don't feel authentic, and because of that, you now are finding yourself avoiding, or should I say procrastinating, doing sales revenue activity, and you're trying to figure out, why am I doing this? Well, it turns out you may be speaking the wrong language. Listen, if this is making sense to you and you want to find out a little bit more, I want to go ahead and invite you to click on the link below and schedule a complimentary one-on-one coaching session. In this session, we're going to be able to identify where you are specifically and help you get some course correction. I'm pretty sure this was a surprise to you, but I'm here to let you know there's so much more. So if you're a manager or CEO who's now disconnecting constantly with your staff and disconnecting with your employees, it may turn out you're using the wrong style and the wrong strategies for your personality type, and it's causing the problem. If you're a sales professional who's trying to figure out, why are my sales always up and down? Turns out you may be using the wrong sales tactic for your personality type. Regardless of where you are, click on the link below and we'll be able to go ahead and help you figure that out. This has been Coach Desmond. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you soon.